in tonight's headlines. Mainland travelers on business visas can stay in Hong Kong and Macau for up to 14 days from next month. Guangdong residents are told to brace for more rainstorms a day after a rare tornado killed 5 people. And the Los Angeles Lakers avoid elimination after finally solving the Denver Nuggets.
Business travelers from the mainland will be able to stay in Hong Kong and Macau for up to 14 days from next month, up from the existing 1 week. The National Immigration Administration expects the revamped arrangement to benefit 100 million firms, and travelers can explore more business opportunities in the SARs. In another initiative aimed at facilitating cross-border exchanges, a Hong Kong talent scheme, which is currently open to residents in the Greater Bay Area, has been expanded to those in Beijing and Shanghai. That means the SAR can finally tap into professionals from China's top 2 cities, filling the voids in industries such as scientific research, education, and healthcare. More than 18,000 Guangdong residents have arrived in Hong Kong through the scheme since applications opened early last year. The SAR government welcomed the tweaks, saying it will reinforce the city's unique role as a gateway for talent in the Greater Bay Area. Labour Minister Chris Sun said Hong Kong is determined to fulfill its role as the country's international talent hub, adding the latest arrangement will help increase the flow of people. Janice Low, Cable News. After much fanfare, Hong Kong's retirement fund regulator has fixed the launch date of an electronic platform which allows workers to better manage their savings. But while the eMPF platform will be available to all workers from June 26th, most scheme providers will only come on board at a later date. Mandatory Provident Fund Schemes Authority Chairwoman Aisha Lau said that on the launch date, only one scheme provided by YF Life can be accessed on the platform. The remaining schemes will be gradually added to the platform in ascending order of company size, with HSBC set to join by the 4th quarter of next year at the latest. The eMPF platform has been years in the making. It allows members to manage their accounts at different institutions under a central platform, while saving time for employers who no longer have to make contributions manually. The move is part of the authority's bid to reform the pension system, which currently handles $1,140 billion of assets. Apart from helping scheme members save on costs and administration fees, it will also make it easier for the regulator to pick up defaulted payments. The MPF authority reviewed a surge in the number of outstanding payments in 2023-24. It has inspected over 1,200 employees' premises and handed out more than 376,000 payment notices, almost 10% more than a year ago. $155 million of outstanding contributions were eventually recovered for over 96,000 employees, the authority added. Janice Low, Cable News. Hong Kong's economy in the first quarter was in line with official forecasts, according to Financial Chief Paul Chan. While the preliminary figures will be released on Thursday, Chan already hinted that the gross domestic product grew within the band of 2.5 to 3.5%. That marked the 5th consecutive quarter of moderate improvement, following a full year of recession in 2022. Writing on his weekly blog, Chan emphasized the need for Hong Kong to pivot on its traditional strengths while looking for new opportunities. He expects the Labor Day Golden Week to bring over 800,000 visitors to the city. Authorities will roll out the red carpet with a fireworks display on Wednesday. More mega events and expo are planned in the coming month to lure both business and leisure travelers to the SAR. They include the Chang Chao Bun Festival and Vine Expo Asia.
Guangdong residents have been told to brace for more inclement weather 1 day after a deadly tornado ripped through the outskirts of provincial capital Guangzhou. Footage captured by terrified witnesses showed debris swirling in the air. Sparks were seen at live transmission towers, with the damage causing subsequent blackouts. The twister struck the township of Zhongluotan, about 40 kilometers north of Tianhe district, at around 3 p.m. yesterday. A nearby monitoring station recorded maximum wind gusts of 74 kilometers per hour, equivalent to a level 8 gale. The freak storm left at least 5 people dead and dozens of others injured. Over 140 factory buildings were also damaged. A preliminary investigation suggested the tornado traveled more than 1.7 kilometers with an impact width of about 280 meters. Its intensity was rated as level 3 on a scale of 5. The extreme weather also caused a power outage at nearby Baiyun International Airport, although repairs have since been completed. More than 120 flights were cancelled yesterday at China's busiest aviation hub, according to the airport's website. Guangdong's Meteorological Bureau said warm and humid air currents from the southwestern part of the South China Sea brought large amounts of moisture to Guangzhou. Strong updrafts then attributed to the formation of the tornado. Hailstorm warnings were also issued across Guangdong yesterday after chunks of ice fell from the skies. The province, which makes up 1/10 of the country's gross domestic product, has been battling widespread flooding after torrential rains pounded the Pearl River Delta. At least 4 were killed and more than 110,000 residents displaced so far. Cheryl Yun, Cable News. In a surprise visit, Tesla boss Elon Musk has touched down in Beijing for talks with officials.
It's good to see electric vehicles making progress in China. All cars will be electric in the future.
The American billionaire met Premier Li Qiang, who said Tesla's development in China is a classic example of Sino-US trade cooperation. While Tesla regained its crown as the world's biggest electric car maker in the first quarter, the company is facing stiff competition in China by local rivals such as BYD. Reports suggest that Musk will press regulators to introduce Tesla's autonomous driving technology to the Chinese market.
Another weekend, another round of demonstrations on the streets of Tel Aviv as protesters pressed the government to bring home those held captive in the Gaza Strip. There's growing anger among Israelis who felt Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was indifferent to the welfare of 133 people taken hostage by Hamas last October. The protests came as Hamas released another video message from 2 more hostages. While the clip was undated, Keith Seigel and Omri Miran gave hints that it was filmed recently. The proof that the men were still alive is set to turn the screw on Netanyahu to negotiate a deal and tame the domestic backlash.